الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن سيدنا محمدا رسول الله. يقول الله عز وجل في سورة الحجر ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون. Brothers and sisters in Islam, just at the end of Surah Al-Hashr, the gathering, there is a warning for all of us to heed. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ, and don't be like those who forgot Allah. Don't be like them. And as a result, Allah Azza wa Jalla made them forget themselves. And the ayah has been ended in a way saying it is they who are truly rebellious, who are truly disobedient and wrongdoers. These are the people. Brothers and sisters, when you choose and select deliberately, you neglect Allah Azza wa Jalla, you forget Allah Azza wa Jalla, trust me, nothing left standing. Nothing is there worth living for. If we are heedless of Allah Azza wa Jalla, and we fail to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and uphold His rights, you know what will happen? Many things, but one of them is severely significant. Allah Azza wa Jalla will cause us, and I really want you to listen to this. Allah will cause us to forget that which is actually beneficial to our souls. In effect, we are the one who lose out. When we choose to move far away, not just far, some people, subhanAllah, Allah Azza wa Jalla, not even the glimpse of the tiny of the tiny in their mind in existence. Allah is not there. I just wonder what kind of life they are conducting, they are living. Allah is not, Allah Azza wa Jalla is not in the list. Allah Azza wa Jalla is not in the picture. It's not in the plan. It's not in the arrangement. There's nothing there for Allah Azza wa Jalla. So what are they living for? You know what they do? They eat, drink and procreate. They basically share the same thing of the animal. There is no prime purpose in their lives because they eat, drink and procreate, and that's it. And this is the reason when we actually try to ask them, converse with them, and argue with them about life after death. To them, death is the end of the journey. What a loss. When you are cut off from the divine, what a loss. When we move far away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, far away from the Creator. Because if once you do this, you will definitely surrender to the whims and the desires of your soul. Well, there is a surah there in the Quran. It's quite very short surah. You won't get time for reading it. It says, أَلَاكُمُ التَّكَاثُرُ حَتَّى زُرْتُمُ الْمَقَابِرِ. That's surah Takathur, competition to increase in winning, collecting these dunya. Competition, Takathur, diverts you from Allah Azza wa Jalla till you end up in your graves. And once you are done in the grave, it's too late to amend and fix. There's nothing there for you to do. You're going to rely on Allah's mercy and your a'mal in the grave. My brothers and sisters in Islam, in today's chaotic lifestyle, unfortunately, we have forgotten our final destination. We have lost the very purpose of our existence. And this phenomenon, I'm afraid, has become more and more and more widespread among Muslims, unfortunately among the youth. Significantly, noticeably there, among the youth. What is the deen? Look at them, the way they behave. Look at the way they dress up. Look at the way they even actually conduct their lives, day-to-day journeys. Deen is not there. And as a result of this forgetfulness of Allah Azza wa Jalla, guess what? Life has become what? Chaotic. Life has become unbearable. I feel it. I don't know about you, but I feel it. Even though we come to the masjid and pray and bow down, prostrate, we hold fasting, we give charity, wallahi ya ikhwan, life is still depressive. Even though we can claim some share that we are religious people, what about the people who are not religious? Allahu Akbar. How do they sleep? How do they eat? How do they conduct their lives? There is no deen in their life. There's nothing there for al-akhirah. Absolutely nothing. Life has become, as I said, unbearable, challenging, depressive, and unsettled. Your affairs and Allahu Akbar. Listen to this, ya ikhwan. I know you are listening. We really want you to listen to this. Hadith of Zayd ibn Thabit. Say, if for you to choose, before it's too late, whoever makes, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, whoever makes the world his most important matter, from early in the morning, from the way you wake up, and dunya, that is the vision. That is the ultimate goal. Dunya, gold. You're not getting tired, even start collecting that much mountainous of gold and silver valleys. Hadith mentioned that as well. You know what will happen to you once you choose that? Allah Azza wa Jalla will confound your affairs. Confounding, it means Allah will create confusion in your life. So what to take, what to give, what to proceed, what to withhold. Allah will confound. And not just this, Allah Azza wa Jalla will make al-faqru, poverty appear before your eyes. You got plenty of money but you feel poor. You're all in need. And you're always stretching a hand for begging. Habibi, you got plenty in the bag. Why? Diseases, illnesses, greed for more. That's what the ayah says. Competition to increase more diverted you from Allah, from Fajr prayer, from making halal what Allah has made halal, from come to the masjid to forgive, to work, to contribute. Why? Because you're a dunya man. And this guy, the first one, whose important matter is the world, that guy, these people, that world, that country. It can go from individual into countries. It's just dunya about the glamour and the glitter, which have been snatched away by the brightness, delusion even. The glamour and the glitter of this dunya, sometimes you can't help it. Wallah, you can't help it. You will fall into it. And you become what? You will become a prisoner of the world, dunya. So ugly, this dunya. But when we look at it, Allahu Akbar, it's so nice, attractive. It is not. And what is my proof? وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. The life of this world is nothing but deception. Deceit. What do I mean by deceit? Things here are not real. Health, copies and fakes. Wealthness and richness, copies and fakes. Because in the morning, sometimes people, and that happens in this masjid, in this community. Wallah, some people, they wake up in the morning, healthy, wealthy. I'm not going to say the evening, midday, they collapse, heart attack, it's gone. We just pray salat and subh with us. Habibi, he become from the inhabitant of the grave. And he left everything, all the asset, all the properties being left for his inheritors. When is gone? It's gone. With no warning. Wallah, very serious, no warning. Malak al-Maut won't do this. Mr. A, Mr. X, or John and Harry, tomorrow, Saturday, 9 o'clock, get ready, I'm going to take your son. That will never happen. That's why death is so serious, because we don't know when, where, and how. you'll be snatched away. This is the mission of the angel of death. He gives no respite. He gives no chances. Ikhwani, I'm telling you, Wallah, I'm telling myself, is that not of concern to us? Because you can die anytime. You can die anytime and you're not even preparing for it. You're not even carrying your luggage. Because you long for this life. And that is the sickness. Listen to the second part. The second part, I'd like to conclude with it. The second one. And whosoever makes al-akhirah. That's a huge difference. But dunya seekers and akhirah seekers, whoever makes al-akhirah, the hereafter, his most important matter. You know what will happen to him? Allah will settle his account. There will be no confusion. Allah Azza wa Jalla make his heart give content in his heart. Qana'ah, contentment. And the last one is not funny. It's not funny. Dunya will follow him even though he doesn't want it. Dunya, can you go away from me? But dunya still follow him. Why? Because he's a seeker of al-akhirah. Ask Allah, ikhwani, ask Allah in this part of the sermon. Ask Allah and be serious, be sincere. Ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to change your heart, to turn your heart into that which is good and sound. Wassalamu alaikum wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa. Brothers and sisters in Islam, do you know the Sahaba? Allah Azza wa Jalla had granted the first generation of the first community of this ummah, the generation of the Sahaba. He granted them victory, authority and domination on the face of the earth. You know why? When they succeed, listen to this, when they succeeded in deen and focused on al-akhirah. Akhirah was their focus. They combated the mujahideen in the time of the Prophet, they used to line up on the row. The enemies, they used to look at them shaking, even before the battle started. Shaking. You know, these people you're going to confront, they are aiming to die fi sabilillah and earn Jannah, not like us. Shivering, scared to meet them. Why? Wallahi, some of the, like the Battle of Badr. There's a few handful of people, few horses, few swords, Allahu Akbar. But the Prophet was there, the deen. He said that, Umar, the deen, okay? Most of them, they were traders, businessmen. But guess what? Al-akhirah was in their heart. Dunya was in their hand. That is the comparison. If we compare ourselves to the Prophet's companion, we seem to be too much, too much indulged with this life. We love this dunya to the extent that we seem, okay, we sometimes feel that we will never leave it. Of course, I can understand that we need to fulfill our worldly need. I need to wake up and work. I need to provide for my family. I need to do the asbab, the ways and means, and walk on the face of the earth to gain something of my daily bread. But while doing this, by the amount you are, by the amount that you worry about dunya, guess what? Al-akhirah, the concern of al-akhirah will leave your heart. You cannot stop it. You cannot go. You cannot do this. Why? By the amount that you worry about dunya, al-akhirah, the concern of al-akhirah will leave your heart. By the amount that you worry about al-dunya, sorry, the other way. You worry about akhirah, the concern of dunya will leave your heart. Now what shall we do? Habibi, leave it to its lovers. What shall I do? Incline toward al-akhirah. Claim your share and don't be heavily engrossed with the love of this dunya. I guess I tell you what, ya ikhwan. Be like a bee. Am I joking? I'm not. Be like a bee. What has bee to do with my words? You know the bee is Allah's creature that gives honey. If you look at the bee, he doesn't eat anything that is not fresh. The bee will eat only the pure food. If you look at the bee, will go and select roses, flowers. Sometimes it travels miles and miles to get into what Allah Azza wa Jalla loaded the bees with, an amazing, extraordinary setting of mind. At the end of the day, look at the bee. The bee eats what is pure. It lays what is pure. And when the bee landed on something, it doesn't break it. Let me say again. And that is the attitude of a believer. When it landed in any conflict, in any matter, like the bee land on something, it does not break it, ruin it, damage it. You have to be like this. As a Moroccan, في بلادنا, there's a saying goes, you walk on egg, don't crush them. That is a relation how to deal with your wife. It's not nothing to do with my topic. Can we do this? Can you walk on eggs, don't crush them? This is how you should behave with your wife to sustain a successful, healthy, wealthy marriage. Ikhwani, we heard about the ceasefire in Gaza. We are very optimistic and hopeful that actually is genuine. We ask Allah Azza wa Jalla through this initiative by the superpower of the world that people of Gaza, inshallah, will feel some hope. The freeing of hostages from both sides. And we ask Allah Azza wa Jalla to end these afflictions and trials that have actually resulted in losing so many lives. Make dua, inshallah, that our brothers and sisters in Gaza, inshallah, will feel again, inshallah, secure and come back to their houses. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. اللهم واجعل الدنيا في أيدينا ولا تجعلها في قلوبنا. اللهم اجعلنا ممن يبتغي الآخرة وينشدها صحة وعملا وعلما وقبولا يا رب العالمين. اللهم لا طاقة لنا بهذه الدنيا يا رب. نسألك بدموعنا ونسألك يعني نحن نسألك ولا نسأل أحدا سواك أن تجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مباركا موفقا معصوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما مقبولا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان. اللهم انصر إخواننا بغزة وفلسطين وانصر مجاهدي سوريا ولبنان. واللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين واجعلنا من عبادك الصالحين. قوموا إلى صلاتكم يغفر لي ولكم الله وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.